"How can I tell you?" replied he. "I am, like yourself, utterly bewildered at all that is going on, and cannot in the least make out what it is about." Caderousse then looked around for Fernand, but he had disappeared. The scene of the previous night now came back to his mind with startling clearness. The painful catastrophe he had just witnessed appeared effectually to have rent away the veil which intoxication of the evening before had raised between himself and his... "So, said he, in a hoarse and choking voice, to Danglars. "This, then, I suppose, is a part of the trick you were concerting yesterday. All I can say is, that if it be so, 'tis an ill turn, and well deserves to bring double evil upon those who have projected it." "Nonsense," returned Danglars. "I tell you again, I have nothing whatever to do with it. Besides, you know very well that I tore the paper to pieces." "No, you did not," answered Caderousse. "You merely threw it by. I saw it lying in a corner." "Hold your tongue, you fool! What should you know about it? Why, you were drunk!" "Where is Fernand?" inquired Caderousse. Fernand just running away here. The second that the trouble he brings forth comes to fall. I did this a lot, actually, when I was in middle school and high school. Not that I was a narc. I didn't get anyone in trouble, but like, if I had a crush on a girl in school and my friend would go and tell someone, and then I would see the girl, the bathroom is where I would run. Just get out of conflict's way, get out of any uncomfortable situation, run to the bathroom. No one can harm you in the bathroom. Caderousse is just calling Danglars out here, and Danglars is just rejecting absolutely everything and creating a false narrative around himself. I'm starting to do a turn on Caderousse, I think. I am starting to like him. Who'da thunk? He's crass and boisterous, but, like, is he ultimately harmless? I don't know. I guess the pendulum is just keeps swinging both ways. It's too early to tell where exactly that's going to go next, so maybe I don't want to get too ahead of myself here, but how do we feel right now at this point in the story? Anxiety, anger, frustration? Do we have a little bit of hope at all for Dante? I don't know. I got to admit, I did not expect the turn to happen this early into the book. Curious to see what is going to transpire over these next couple pages and chapters. But before we get there, let me go into some Dumas facts. I know I shared one recently, but here's another one. I thought we can get some context around the actual story of the Count of Monte Cristo and the time in which it was published. The story was originally serialized in 18 different parts. It ran from roughly August 1844 to January of 1846. So about a year and a half, this story unfolded to the public in a magazine called Journal des Bots. I think I'm pronouncing that right. I could be wrong. But as far as it being collected in book form, this is also kind of interesting to me. It was collected in 18 volumes, so separate from the magazine in which it appeared, it was collected into books. The first two parts of the book were released in 1844, the year that it, was initially published, and then the remaining 16 came out in 1845. Now, I need to do some more research to understand that timeline. I don't know how the remaining story could come out in book form in 1845, but it wasn't done publishing in the magazine till 1846. I mean, we could be dealing with something where people couldn't afford books. They were very expensive luxury items back in the day, and they could maybe better afford the magazines, so people that had the money could finish the story in 1845 instead of waiting for each issue of the magazine to come out. While the lowly plebes had to wait month to month, week to week, however long, quarterly maybe, for these magazine issues to come out to finish the story. So, just an interesting publishing schedule. I'm curious how that changes how you interact with the story. I don't think here on this show we are in any position to judge, considering the way we're interacting with this story. But all that to say, I'm having a good time. I'm curious where this story is going to go from here, and let's find out by continuing Chapter 5 tomorrow. So I guess I will see you then. All right, goodbye. The Countdown of Monte Cristo is part of the Gruntwork Podcast Network. This show is produced, edited, and hosted by Landon Solano. The original text of The Count of Monte Cristo by Alexander Dumas. Theme song by Magic Solo. If you want to support the show and others like it, visit patreon.com/gruntworkpod. Thank you for listening. See you tomorrow.